Welcome back to the channel, guys. So as you all know, star cards in Battlefront II are a bit of a game changer. They upgrade your heroes and troops to be more effective. So today we're going to go over some of what I think are the most broken and overpowered star cards in Battlefront II. These are the cards that should be on your loadouts, and if they're not, hopefully this video inspires you to try some of these out. This is by no means a definitive list. We're just going to look at 10 of them today, and there are a lot more. But if you like this kind of video and you want to see more of them, let me know by hitting that thumbs up button. Let's get this video to 1,000 likes, and if we can, I'll have another one of these lists out this week. If you're new and you want to stay updated, be sure to subscribe and get notified. We have a lot of great content planned on the channel. But enough preamble, let's check out these broken star cards. Starting off our list, it should come as no surprise to see the Bounty Hunter star card here. Battle points talk in Battlefront 2. If you want to play as a reinforcement or a vehicle or as a hero, you have to get battle points, and anything that helps you get battle points faster is a huge benefit, and that's exactly what Bounty Hunter does. At epic level, it'll give your troopers a 20% boost to their battle point gain, which is huge, and when you pair this with a powerful class like the Officer, which is already good at getting battle points, you can hit 4,000 really quickly. It's not limited to just the Officer though. All 4 base infantry classes have access to Bounty Hunter, and if you have your own unique way of getting battle points, throw Bounty Hunter on your loadout and you'll hit 4,000 probably before anybody else. If you happen to be using the Specialist class, you can pair Bounty Hunter with the next card on this list, Stealth. This card's exclusive to just the Specialist class, and what it does is it gives the Specialist's melee a huge boost in damage and keeps them off the enemy scanners when they fire their primary weapon. This is great for when you find a perfect sniper's nest and you want to go undetected for a little bit while you take pot shots at the enemy. It'll take them a lot longer to figure out where you are since you won't be showing up on the scanners. Of course, they could still see where the shots are coming from. If you prefer a more active playstyle, you could throw this card on a loadout with the personal shield and run around and just punch people to death. Since Stealth gives the damage boost to the melee, it's essentially a 2-shot for every single infantry class, which makes it really powerful. But it works just as well as almost a passive ability for when you're just sniping and going for those sweet headshots. Next up on our list, we have our third Dodge star cards, and these cards are limited to just the Infiltrator class, Rey, and Han Solo. Dooku does his third dodge by default. He doesn't need a star card for it, but when you put this card on the Infiltrator, Rey, and Han, instantly they get a leg up on everybody else who only has 2 dodges. That third extra dodge is huge in most encounters. It's an extra moment of invulnerability, it's an extra moment of damage reduction, it opens up space, it makes it harder for the enemy to hook swing on you. There are so many benefits to having the extra dodge, and if you don't have the extra dodge on the classes that can have it, I highly recommend swapping out a card for it because it's just too invaluable. Next up, we have Massive Strikes for Anakin Skywalker. This card gives him 20 extra damage on his lightsaber attacks at the cost of a 25% penalty across all of his stamina costs. Swinging the lightsaber, blocking other lightsabers, and deflecting blaster bolts will all cost 25% more stamina, but when you get that 20 extra damage and you can one-shot most infantry and take out other heroes in one less attack, it really doesn't hurt that bad, especially when you pair it with Steamroll, which will give Anakin more stamina as he does damage. Anakin is already one of the highest damage dealers in Battlefront 2, so with this card, he's almost unmatched. Next up, we have Furious Resilience for Darth Vader. Like he needs this card at all. Vader is already the biggest tank in Battlefront 2, and with star cards like this, it just boosts that. This card will give him a 25% damage reduction while he has Focused Rage active, and that ability already gives him a boost in health, so with more health and damage reduction, you're looking at a very tanky Vader. You can even pair this card with the Fueling the Rage card, which will increase the duration of Focused Rage by 6 seconds, which will increase the damage reduction by 6 seconds. Man, Darth Vader is ridiculous. This is insane. And lucky for you, if you're newer at the game, this is the first card that Darth Vader unlocks, so chances are you can get this one maxed out before all the others. And even if you don't, it can help you get the other cards unlocked or leveled up or whatever you need to do with Vader. It's a powerful card. I recommend using it. Next, we have what is probably the most underrated star card on this list, and this is going to pop up in another video. I'll be going over it in more detail, but this is the Marksman star card, which is unique to the infantry classes, but all 4 of them get it. I prefer putting this card on my Assault class because it pairs really well with the EL-16 HFE, but basically what this card does is when you get a kill with a headshot, it will automatically cool down your blaster's heat, and it lets you shoot longer before the next time your gun overheats. At epic level, it's a 40% boost, so let's just say that without Marksman you get 20 shots before your gun overheats. With Marksman you would get 28. That's pretty significant, and it gives you more space to get another headshot kill, which will then reset your gun again. You could theoretically shoot your blaster forever without ever having to reset the heat once. It's pretty insane, and I don't see this card on very many loadouts, which is why I think it's highly underrated, and we're going to go over it again in a future video. So again, be sure you're subscribed and getting notified to stay tuned for that. After Marksman, we have Think It Over, which is a boost card for Obi-Wan's restrictive mind trick. The mind trick is already really devastating, and this card makes it even more so, with an added duration of 1.4 additional seconds, which doesn't sound like a lot on paper, but believe me, when you are mind tricked and you can't use your abilities for an extra second and a half, that's huge. You need to get out of there. You gotta defend yourself, you gotta attack, you gotta use an ability to do something, and you can't. And that's what makes Obi-Wan so scary, and specifically that's what makes Think It Over so scary. Because you can feel it. If you get mind tricked a lot, you know what that duration feels like, but when you get hit with Think It Over, it really takes you by surprise, and it's pretty much GG at that point. Following Think It Over, we have the Russian Badger's favorite star card, Supercharged Sentry, which is exclusive to just the heavy class. This card will make the Sentry essentially a weapon of mass destruction. It's just explosions and hellfire constantly. Every shot from the Supercharged Sentry has an explosive burst at the end, which does splash damage, so you could still lay into a blocking lightsaber hero, for example, and they'll still take damage even though they're deflecting the shots. And that's what makes Supercharged Sentry so good. You don't even have to hit your target dead on. You could be shooting the ground at their feet and they'll still take damage from the explosive splash. This is actually a good way to get around a blocking lightsaber, since they can't deflect the shots and they'll still be taking damage. You just want to be sure that you can get out of there before the lightsaber hero can close that distance. But just like with all the other Sentry variants, this one will automatically start your health regeneration as soon as you pop the ability, so you can actually use this in a tactical way as much as you can offensively too. Second to last, we have a boost card for Rey, specifically for her Insight ability called Focused Sight. This card is great. Insight already, in my opinion, is one of the strongest abilities in the game. It doubles Rey's stamina while active, increases her damage output, it gives her wall hacks so she can see the enemy, and it removes herself from enemy radar. It's nuts. What Focused Sight does is it keeps Insight active for 7 extra seconds longer, essentially making Rey's stamina double for 7 extra seconds and boosting her damage, which is just insane. That's also 7 extra seconds of wall hacks, meaning she can see everybody else, but nobody can see her. It's super versatile. You can use it for extra stamina during lightsaber duels, or you can use it for wall hacks during kill streaks. It's just ridiculous how good this card is. And last, but certainly not least, in fact probably the most, we have the health regeneration cards, which are exclusive to only a few heroes, specifically Leia Organa, Count Dooku, Obi-Wan Kenobi, General Grievous, and the 2 soccer balls. These cards are by far and away the strongest star cards in Battlefront 2. They increase the health regeneration pool of the hero that they're equipped to. In most cases, it will heal an additional 100 damage, but Count Dooku's actually is the best one with 120 extra damage healed. But these cards are fantastic on the heroes that already have great health regeneration, like Obi-Wan, Grievous, and BB-8. With Obi-Wan specifically, you have to work to take out an Obi-Wan with his health regeneration card. It lets him heal up 450 total damage. That's nuts. You can take more than half of his health pool, and he can still heal back up to full. That's ridiculous. These health regeneration cards are truly the strongest cards in Battlefront 2, and if you're not running them on your heroes, I highly recommend it. But that is it for today's list of broken and overpowered star cards. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, let me know in the comments, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. I've got another one on the way. That one is going to be the most underrated star cards in Battlefront 2, and that is also where you'll see the Marksman card again. So look forward to that one. Hope to see you guys there, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.